everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll review Heretic. The film was written and directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, and stars Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, and Chloe East. It follows two missionaries of The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Barnes and Paxton, who are trapped in Mr. Reed's sadistic religious game. The film was distributed by A24 and released on November 8, 2024. So far, it has been met with positive critical reception and made over $13 million worldwide, off its reported budget of below $10 million. With this brief context laid out, let's review Heretic. I am a big fan of all types of horror movies, but religious horror tends to have the greatest potential to scare me. This is an atypical religious horror film whose central concept is tied to a psychological game being played, testing religious beliefs, pushing them to the limits. The villain serves as a theologically obsessed John Kramer stand-in. The story is fun, with many unexpected elements that keep you on your toes. We have well-executed jump scares that come at perfect moments that jolt you. There are several completely unexpected moments of comedic relief from Hugh Grant's Mr. Reed. These unexpected elements help keep the narrative fresh considering its reliance on monologues. The good direction and great performances circumvent the screenplay's potential to get bogged down. The direction is steady with the smart use of all the film's best elements in tandem to create momentum. We have excellent cinematography and production design with some breathtaking moments that feature marvelous camera work. The design of the house generates a great sense of claustrophobia, which is enhanced by that camera work and sound design. The performances are awesome. Hugh Grant gives a great performance, especially early in the film, with a multi-layered psychological character and his plan being unraveled with a devilish sense of fun. He is a unique horror villain. His monologues always keep you on your feet. This movie has the feel of a thriller film, with all the twists and turns, and in a lot of ways it feels like a more pretentious version of M. Night Shyamalan's Trap, which is a good thing. The two women, Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East, also give great performances. Their characters start off by feeling very cliched, but they ultimately bring out a strong sense of depth and emotional realness that puts weight into the film. They struggle at first, but are always resourceful, and they challenge Grant's character intellectually. These performances help to carry the story. The thriller aspects of the narrative and the fun feeling that each twist and turn elicits serve as strong shots of dopamine, making this an enjoyable watch. There are some good, pure horror moments as well. This fun momentum ultimately leads to a disappointing finale. This is somewhat tied to the film not being as smart as it wants to be. It's not that there isn't some thought-provoking material in the film, but overall it doesn't amount to much beyond some intellectual flourishes that allow for the much more interesting thriller narrative to continue. The ending falls flat, but that doesn't hamper the film much. I still find so many elements that work well in tandem. It just culminates weakly. Once we get Barnes' death, I felt that the momentum died a bit, but the charisma of Grant and Paxton's character growth kept me somewhat engaged. After this point in the narrative, the scary moments ceased as well. Once she isn't coming back to life and Paxton calls Mr. Reed's BS excuse out, the footing of these characters is even. This is needed for the narrative to continue, but it makes each new surprise lose weight. Overall, this is a really good film. I commend the job of the filmmakers who showed confidence and trust in their work, allowing the film's strengths to shine. This is a really solid religious horror film that stacks up well compared to the pretty weak state of the rest of the subgenre. Great performances from our three leads overcome some narrative deficiencies, and the film has a great sense of humor. So I would recommend any horror fan to go out and give it a shot. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.